up what it do, shorty? My name Baby Bones, and this is the very first in flight TV episode. You feel me? It's a little bit about me. I'm an artist, Baltimore, Maryland. And I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna be the next hottest thing smoking. And I'm gonna document that journey and show you all my life, what's going on around it. All this all gonna come to fruition. You're gonna come along for the ride if you're a fan of the music. Hopefully I can do some more fun stuff, some cooler stuff, fan mail, stuff like that. Help with my tour, and yeah, just a little bit about me from Baltimore, Maryland. Focusing on music. I always love music. This rapping shit is in me. And the next, hopefully, if God willing, the next go. I got an album out right now called Unapologetic. It's my life work right now. It's the most important thing to me right now. It's something really important going on in my life. It's just something that I really enjoy a lot doing music, rapping. About this album, it was just, if I had to describe it, if I had one shot for my voice to be heard, if I had one shot for the world to know me, with people to know me, my city to know me, I want to put out my best foot forward, and I wouldn't want to leave any regrets behind. And I always live under the belief, you gotta put your best foot forward. I believe my best foot forward is one step ahead, so I changed it from no regrets to unapologetic. I feel like unapologetic was a fancy way to say, no regrets. I damn sure don't give a fuck. That's what I was thinking. What was on my mind. And, I got a nice checklist on that, but I've been a little absent from YouTube, a little absent from Instagram, social, and I'm learning about all the importance of that stuff. I'm a businessman. I'm a hustler. I was raised around hustlers, and I'm gonna hustle my way to the top. I'm gonna use my mind and go to the top. I ain't gonna have to do none of that shady, phony shit. I'm gonna keep it real, and I'm gonna be authentic, and I'm gonna be myself. Start my label, and I'm gonna have it popping. I'm gonna turn hip hop up on its head and be a multi-millionaire. That's my plan. That's my plan. God's plan is always most important, but that's how my life will go for the next some years. God willing. You feel me? Right now, I'm under a lot of stress. I'm promoting myself on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, Baby Boss 4. I'm promoting myself on Instagram, putting myself out there, about to run these ads, and I feel like the weight of the world on my shoulders. Either it's going to stay on my shoulders, or it's going to get off my shoulders. I don't really understand Instagram. I don't really understand Instagram, Facebook. I understand technology a little bit because, I'm young, I'm 24, I'm about to be 25, but, doing stuff like that, like Instagram and Facebook ads, I tried to do it like 2 years ago when I was 23, and I didn't really understand it, but I hired somebody to help me understand how it's supposed to work, how things supposed to go, and I got a bunch of plans. I guess we're gonna get into that later on in the episode, but I'm just catching you up, you feel me? Hopefully you're fine. I've been through I ain't gonna talk about that, but that's where I'm at with my business. My personal life is kind of not really anywhere, you feel me? This is my personal life, you go hard, you put your all in something. You expect big things. It don't always work like that, but I think it's a bit true to an extent. I think we could put out all the things that don't work. I think we could look at situations wrong, but I know for sure, I'm confident in myself that this Instagram thing gonna go right. Then I'm gonna flip it, stack that money, and keep flipping, and I'm gonna do another flip on Instagram. And things gonna be cracking how I want it to be cracking, a little bit closer to cracking how I want it to be cracking. I'm dealing with so much internal pressure right now that I couldn't imagine. Last year, around the time I was about 23, I said, 23, 22, when I was recording the album, I was, all over the place recording the album. It took time. It took me about 4 months to record it, but at the same time, I thought guys that did Instagram or people that did Instagram, that was, I thought that was corny. I thought that was whack. I thought that was lame. I thought that's just something that, I never do. But it turned out to be like some actual business moves, some actual hustling in it. Some people, really, really getting paper on Instagram. Some people really getting paper on Instagram. Some people really making it look like a business, and I rock with that. I respect that. I don't respect, laziness. I don't respect laziness. I don't respect being a clown to make money. I don't respect being a clown to make moves or nothing like that. But I just ain't look at the situation the right way. Once I got somebody that gave me some game, and they gave me some real advice on Instagram, on social media. A lot of people was telling me, one of my cameraman, James, or we call him Fresh, he was like, gotta get on Instagram. The industry looking for people, the fans, they looking for, that's how they discover music. A lot of influencers, a lot of other people that I respected opinions in the industry, they was telling me, they looking for new music getting discovered on Instagram. You gotta push yourself on Instagram. And I started getting recommended music on Instagram, so I started taking social media a bit more seriously. I got a lot of other moves that I could hit, that I could have hit, that just wouldn't hit right. After I sat down and gave it some time, Instagram, the branding, the way that people can get to know me, the way the fans can come get to show me love. Yeah, I felt like that was the best move. And, I'm just going under a lot of internal pressure. As always, the pressure feels, like mountainous. It feels real, it feels the weight of the world on your shoulders. If I hit this right, God willing, getting some paper, getting some first real industry money. If I hit this wrong, man, I don't want to talk about it. We ain't going to do that. You feel me? Michael Jordan said he don't really think about taking a shot if you feel like you're going to miss it, but I'm feeling like a swish. You feel me? I'm feeling like a good 200,000 streams, couple local shows, club, turn up, swag, you feel me? Couple of bros, couple of guys. And that's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling about the move. I'm always keep it that way, keep a positive mind frame. I also want to get the album, flip. I want to get, right now, if you're listening to the album, there's some trash mixes. They not trash mixes, but they're a little, you feel me, they bad mixes. They mixes I really ain't rock with. But it ain't, that was cool. I had a couple people in the city kind of not really, messing with me. Really couldn't get in touch with, like, some people I wanted to get into. The industry is so trashy. Some of the top studios and they really didn't want to respect me. They didn't want to, take my cash. They didn't want to take my cash. They didn't want to let me talk to the engineer. They didn't want to let me do no type of business. So I had to go to some people that didn't exactly have my best interest in mind, but it still came out. But they had my best interest. They didn't exactly have the best work. They wanted the best people to call on. You feel me? So I had to make some moves. But as I grew and as I learned and started maneuvering through the city for real, I got in touch with some better people. I'm gonna get a remix. I got a bunch of songs sitting on me in front of the desktop. It's probably about 8-9 records on there now. I want to take it to, of course, I want to finish all these tracks. You feel me? Hold up, let the camera focus. I want to finish all these tracks. You feel me? And I want, you feel me, something I'm really trying to do is I'm really trying to work with this producer. And he banging. He hard. He making a club mixes. He got the city going crazy. I want to do a couple club mixes, have Baltimore club music come back. A couple little club, you feel me? Make a club record. Not make a club record, but a Baltimore club record. And I don't want to do something corny. I want to do something slick, something that's nice, something that's going to get the people turned up, like a charity record. You feel me? Something that's just fire, something that's clean, smooth. That's what I grew up on. being in Baltimore, listening to club records, listening to Swift in the middle of the night, listening to Swift in the middle of the night, listening to Kenny K, listening to 92Q, listening to 92Q, doing all that cool stuff. You feel me? Paradox, Kitty Disco, Skating Rank, East Side, West Side, everywhere. 5th Regiment Army, you know, around that time, clubs started dying, but it's my city, you feel me? It's Baltimore. Yeah, it's Baltimore. That's the most important thing. I love Baltimore. I don't love nothing more than I love Baltimore. But yeah, I want to get all these tracks finished because I some on my desktop. If I probably that's the phone. I got some on my desktop, you feel me? Is that how you want to play it? A couple hot records. I don't really like the production on some of the records. You feel me? I don't really like the way a couple of guys was playing with the music. I want to be, for me. I got this another producer, Tamara Sleeve. She fired. She knew what she doing. She fired. You know, I'm gonna get her to look at a couple records. Like I said, I got some unreleased tracks. Breathe. I got a couple samples that I've tried to produce myself. I know how to do a little bit of production. I just ain't like. I really ain't feel, you know. But that's that. On to this content. I fucking hate content. I hate shooting hella videos. I hate posting on Instagram every day, like I said before. I ain't really no Instagram guy. I'm not an Instagrammer. Fuck the Instagrammies, everything. Fuck, I just for shizzle. But I fuck with it because shit's supposed to be making me money. You feel me? I don't fuck with IG at all. I got one lick. You feel me? I really want to get off of social media. I can't wait to be with the rich and famous, and they had people do that shit for them. Sign me up. I don't fuck with IG. I don't fuck with IG, but you feel me? I fuck with Twitter, but I don't really fuck with social media. Like, man, it is no. You understand? But I got a couple. Yeah, I want to get these records mixed. That's the first thing on my mind. Really what I'm doing is promote myself the right way. You feel me? Focus on promoting myself the right way and keep doing the legwork myself, so I ain't gotta sign to these labels. I probably never really signed to a label. I could have tried to like network, and at the point in time I wanted to network and be on Empire for real. But I had a vision for the label, and I got a vision to do some bigger things. And when I sign a deal or I start partnering with people, I'm gonna make sure they got my best interest and make sure they know a little bit about what I know. You feel me? I got a couple. I ain't got no shirt on right now, but I got some tricks on my sleeve. You feel me? I got a whole lot of tricks on my sleeve, but I've been grinding on like super duper hard. They say the deeper the water, the sweeter the water. I'm 24, finna beat. You feel me? I've been doing this since 19, so it's been a journey. It's been a journey, a long journey, You feel me? Ups and downs. You feel me? I started off really like getting into music. One of my close friends, he passed on when I was about 18. You know, I ain't gonna say his name, kinda hot, but the first person I really knew like put together a CD, would go to the studio, print up CDs, and do his thing, and stick him in his car, take my driver's test, everything. Kind of really inspired me to just do the music thing. You know, one of my closest homeboys. I've been really locked in. I ain't been partying, but you know that's what's important to me. That's like, you know, where I get it from, the grind from. If you can do it once, you can do it twice. I'm a big believer in that. You can do it once, you can do it twice. You just gotta know how you did it. I've been grinding with my head. I've been going to the library. I've been pumping out content. I've been getting in my mother's car. I keep shooting all these videos and I keep posting on Instagram. Hopefully I can do like a split screen and show you everything I'm posting on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I done tried to do it the wrong way. I feel like I'm doing it the right way. And sometimes I get discouraged. Sometimes I do really feel like when this shit gonna pay off. Quite frankly. You know, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it to you. You feel me? But you can't ask for nothing overnight. But if I went viral right now, I would not. Yeah, I would not be complaining. Yeah, not one little bit. You feel me? I've been I've been grinding. I've been staying true to the grind, staying true to the game. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I look at life. That's how I look at things. But promote until you feel me. I'm gonna get on tour. I'm gonna do my own tour. I'm gonna put the money up for it. Well, before that, I'm working on some merch, caps.